Hi there, this is Josh from Literary Gladiators, and today I am here to introduce a tag video that is more so being introduced in order to start discussion in literature in its wider range. One thing that I've noticed is that outside of Shakespeare, there's not enough major, critical, casual, or just discussion about plays, theater, and works that are written in the script form. And I thought that the plays on Booktube tag, which was like the short stories on Booktube tag, inspired by Adrian from Stripcover Lit's Poetrytube Newbie tag, is going to hopefully address the genre of the play. And so I came up with some questions, and let's get right into them. The first question is, do you like to read, write, or watch plays? Or do you like to do 2 out of the 3, or all 3, or just 1, or however you feel about the subject at hand. When I first started writing, I wrote in the script form, so in a way, I did write plays. But I've written more prose since graduating high school, and what I really want to do is read more plays. And if the opportunity presents itself, or I find something that's engaging or appealing, I'd be up for watching a play as well. But I primarily want to read more plays. But I feel that watching plays is extremely helpful when it comes to Shakespeare. Next one is, what is your favorite play? And I feel that I haven't read enough plays to figure out which one my favorite would be, but some of my favorites, especially those that I've read for the show, include The Crucible, which we went over in Season 5, Waiting for Godot, which we went over in Season 4, The Visit, which will be part of our Season 9 agenda, and my favorite Shakespeare play is Macbeth. But there's just, those are the plays that really stuck out to me. And that will lead me to the third question of, who are some of your favorite playwrights? And I think that getting into more of them will help me answer the question a bit more clearly. This tag is pretty much just me expressing my interest of wanting to get into plays more, and hopefully this enthusiasm is able to spread within the Booktube community. But I like Arthur Miller's The Crucible, and I liked Friedrich Dürrenmatt's The Visit. Samuel Beckett is probably the one that I've read extensively that I really enjoyed when it comes to plays and theater. The only other one that I've read extensively is Shakespeare, and I don't consider him a favorite playwright of mine. And I think that that people that have only been exposed to his plays get a general idea of what plays and theater are, when in actuality there's so much more to be explored than Shakespeare. The same goes for Oscar Wilde, but the only thing I've read from him in the play form is The Importance of Being Earnest. Everything else that I've read, the only other thing I read from him is The Picture of Dorian Gray, which is a novel. Next one is, do you think plays need to be watched, or do you feel they can be enjoyed when read? And I think that watching a play, especially when it comes to Shakespeare, is helpful, but I also feel that it's a plus if you are able to enjoy it while you read it. Next question. Do you prefer plays with multiple acts, or do you prefer shorter plays? And for me, it depends on the quality. Next question is, which playwrights do you want to read? And this is going to be an extensive list. I included Samuel Beckett, Arthur Miller, and Friedrich Dürrenmatt. I want to read more from them. I want to read more Oscar Wilde. And then those that I want to get into are Eugene Ionesco, Edward Albee, Antoine Chekhov. I've read his prose. I have yet to read his plays. Eugene O'Neill, Neil Simon, Tennessee Williams, which with Williams I read A Streetcar Named Desire, but that's the extent of it. Václav Havel, Aristophanes, Sophocles, Euripides, Aeschylus, Tom Stoppard, Harold Pinter, just a list that keeps going on and on and on. There's so many. I would like to explore anthologies of playwrights. I'd like to explore female playwrights, which I have little to no familiarity with. I did read A Raisin in the Sun back in middle school by Lorraine Hainsbury. And at the time that I'm filming this video, I'm reading Negrophobia by Darius James, which is it's interesting to say the very least. But plays and theater and drama are things that I want to explore much more, especially when it comes to the theater of the absurd, because absurdism to me is a hidden genius. And now it's time to tag people. I'm tagging 8 people to do this one, and the people that I tag are those that have either shown interest in some way, shape, or form with plays, or I think would find interest in them, or I'm just interested to hear how they answer. So my 8 nominees are Kara from Wild Book Garden, Hannah from Snow White the Reader, Mark from Richardson Reads, Don Levy on his blog, Jason from Old Blues Chapter and Verse, Adrian and Dalton from Stripcover Lit, Steve from Steve Donahue, and Todd from Todd the Librarian. Thank you for watching this video. I hope you check out some more videos from our channel, and I hope this video has inspired you to want to look into more plays. So, for now, keep reading.